What's up, everyone? Welcome to Game Nights. The show is brought to you by Wizards of the Coast.
Now, we have two awesome guests for this one. We have Ali Loney, formerly known as AliasV, and of course, the one and only Professor from Tolarian Community College. It's always good when Prof's in the house.
He's in the house, yeah. And today we're going to be playing with the brand new cards from Tarkir, Dragonstorm, and I am so excited to get back to this setting because Tarkir is just one of our favorites.
Yeah, so much nostalgia. In fact, the Tarkir, original Cons of Tarkir set, that is when we started making content for Magic.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's great to be back there.
Yeah, and dragons.
Yeah, so many dragons.
So many dragons.
If you want to find out more about the set, the story, see all the card images from Tarkir Dragonstorm, just go to mtg.social/TarkirGK.
And there's also going to be a QR code on the screen right now, and you can click the link in the show notes, so please do that.
Yeah, definitely follow those links. It helps us out.
Of course, if you want to pick up any of the cards that we are playing today, or maybe build a brand new commander from Tarkir Dragonstorm,
so many cool new ones in this set.
So many. I'm planning on it.
Yeah.
By going to cardkingdom.com/command. That way you can pick up either the singles, the sealed product, and whatever else you need to flesh out that commander tech, build it from scratch, or upgrade an old one. I know we got a lot of Dragon fans out there. So, of course, if you go to cardkingdom.com/command, you can get all your cards in a single convenient package delivered right to your doorstep, so that when they get there in the quality that you need from the sets that you want and the versions that you want, you can take them out, sleeve it up, and immediately get playing. So, again, that's cardkingdom.com/command.
Yeah, you really can't beat the convenience of Card Kingdom.
Sir.
And, of course, once you get those cards, you want to keep them protected and looking awesome on your battlefield. Ultra Pro makes the game accessories that Jimmy, myself, the Command Zone trust our own collections to. If you go to ultrapro.com/command, you can find all kinds of sleeves, deck boxes, playmats. They got wall scrolls, they got dice, they got binders.
Wow.
Yeah, if it goes on to cards or cards go into it, they have it, and they make the highest quality stuff that just looks awesome. If you want your commander from Tarkir Dragonstorm on your playmat, on your deck box, on your sleeves, you can get that. And they have the best printed sleeves in the business because their Apex technology is amazing. There's no printed sleeves that have the same shuffle feel as normal non-printed back sleeves, except for Apex. They're just so good. So again, ultrapro.com/command. Another thing there is they have discounts all the time. So that's one of the great things about just going to their website kind of quite often. I go there like once a week just to see what's on sale.
Yeah, see what's there. They also have merchandise. Josh is wearing a cool Dragonstorm t-shirt.
Oh, that's right. They make apparel now.
Yeah. So make sure you check all that stuff out. And of course, we also get to do an amazing giveaway thanks to Ultra Pro. So make sure you stick around to the end of the episode to win some sweet Tarkir Dragonstorm loot.
Yep. And before we get into the game, one last thing. If you would like to support us directly, patreon.com/command zone is the way to do that. We really appreciate everybody who joins our community and supports our content. You're one of the big reasons we're even able to do this at all.
Yeah, and we just picked a couple of winners to be on a future Game Nights episode. We do that pretty much every single year. And the way to do that is by signing up at patreon.com/command zone to figure out and find out all about that news.
Yeah, lots of perks there.
All right, let's go into it. Let's play. Prof, I'm going to take you down.
Watch out. How's it, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Game Nights. I am particularly excited for this one because we're returning to one of my favorite planes, and we have two of my favorite guests.
What's cracking, everybody? I'm Ali Loney, or previously known as AliasV. I am the co-host of Elder Dragon Hijinks, along with Olivia Gobert-Hicks. I also edit her show with Brian Kibler, and I'm also a Pro Tour commentator, so I'm all over the place, pretty much.
Oh, hello. Guess who's back on Game Nights? It's me, the Professor. Today, we're returning to Tarkir, one of Magic the Gathering's best planes, and I couldn't be more excited.
The three-color clans are all back and ready for battle.
Sultai, Temur, Jeskai, Abzan, and Mardu.
And of course, we get powerful dragons spread across all different colors and archetypes. So whatever kind of deck you like building, Tarkir has a cool new dragon for it.
My deck is led by Teval the Balanced Scale.
We welcome your glorious will!
This deck is all about making my cards leave my graveyard, so I can create a horde of zombies. I've got self-mill to get cards in the bin, then ways to exile them bit by bit. With all that resilience and value, I'm gonna win this one for the Brood, whatever it takes.
My commander is Shiko and Narset, unified.
Together we are the storm.
Today, I'm slinging spells for Jeskai. With my commander, I get to copy my second spell each turn as long as it has targets. So I'm running a ton of cheap cantrips, plus some high-impact instants and sorceries to double up. Add in some triggers to build and pump my board along the way, and I'll take out the table in a flurry of fury.
Today I built my deck around Eshki, Teemer's Roar.
Our strength cannot be denied!
This deck is full of big, efficiently costed creatures. And when I cast them, my commander will grow, refill my hand, and even burn my opponents. Add in some more payoffs for playing high power beaters, and I'll deliver my foes a truly crushing defeat.
Today I'm playing Felothar, the Steadfast.
This is survival of the thickest.
My commander is all about creatures with low power and high toughness. Not only does it let them attack with their butts, it also lets me cash them in for major card draw. Once I turn my defenders into an offensive force, my opponents will fall to my army of walls.
All right, let's make them salty with Sultai.
Abzad, built more tough.
Go Team Teemer!
We gotta hit him with the old 1-2 punch. Instant. Sorcery. Copy.
Welcome to the table, everyone! As always, let's reveal our Tarkir Dragonstorm Ultra Pro playmats! Nice. Roar.
Okay, well, you've both been on the show before, so I guess we don't have to knight anybody.
So here's the thing. I got knighted back in Game Nights episode 5, which was a long time ago. And my episode, if you think about it, was the episode that launched Game Nights. It was chugging along, and then you got the professor on, and then suddenly Game Nights, it was like, what's this show? Let's subscribe. I think as a way to say thank you, I should get the distinguished second dub.
You want to be knighted a second time?
Knight me, baby.
All right. I will grant this request. I double dub thee Professor, sir. All right.
All right, I am the only Game Nights guest to be dubbed twice. Suck it, Brian Kibler.
Well, Prof, can you hand me the story so we can take it offset?
I'll hand it to you.
Yes, all right. Well, in that case, Ailey, oh my gosh. Such a pleasure to have you
No.
here again. I dub thee, Dame Ailey.
All right.
Ailey,
Why would
such
you
a
take it from
pleasure.
me?
Well, you're still the first.
Can I have it a third time?
Well, I guess that means there's only one thing left to say. We all know it.
Welcome to Game Nights.
Only one may stand.
Alrighty, you wanna raise the boogie?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Draw. Ooh, nice. I will play Shadowy Backstreets. That's a surveil land. Think I'll keep that one on top. All yours.
Nice.
All right. I will draw. I'm gonna play a Fabled Passage, and I'll pass a turn, Prof.
All right, draw for turn. I'm going to play the most powerful card in all of Magic turn 1. That's right, it's a mountain.
Hey!
That lets me cast lightning bolts, which would be awesome if I had, but I don't right now, so I pass to Jimmy.
I'll draw a card for my turn. I'll play it. It's a forest, and then I'll pass to you, Ailey.
Untap. Draw. I will play Undergrowth Stadium, and then I will play Overgrown Battlement.
Ooh.
This card is sweet. As soon as I get a bunch of defenders down, off to the races we go. I saw it in my opening hand, and I was like, yes, please. Mana, baby. And that's my turn.
All right, on your end step, I will crack this Fabled Passage. I will search my library for an island,
I love these lands.
and that will come into play tapped. And then I'll go to my turn, I'll untap it, draw my card. My land for turn will be a swamp, and then I'm gonna play Psychic Frog.
Whoa!
Neat.
All glory to the Psychic Frog.
All glory to the Psychic Frog.
All glory to Josh Lee. No, must resist. No, never.
I love this guy.
Ooh.
No, I was just passing the turn.
Oh.
This is one of the best 2-drops in my deck. It does everything that I want to be doing, which is getting specific cards in my graveyard, exiling cards from my graveyard, plus drawing me cards in the early game, and I think we all know that I like that.
Draw for turn. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and play a training center, and then it's a Felwar Stone.
Nice. Very nice.
Second main, nothing. End step, nothing. Clean up, nothing.
Nothing.
Jimmy,
All right.
nothing.
Draw for turn. I will play an island. I'll tap 2, and I'll cast Kiora's Follower.
Kiora! Do you want the 9-iron or the pitching wedge?
Ooh, nice.
My commander just wants creatures to be cast. And of course, this is ramp and a creature at the same time. So even though I'm in green and blue, I actually want to have more versions of mana ramp that are creatures as opposed to just traditional land ramp. Pass turn.
Cool. Untap. Draw. I'll play a Plains for turn. Then I'm gonna play Shield Sphere for free.
Nice.
So that means my battlement now taps for 2. Tap 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. I'll play Guardian Project.
Whoa.
Pretty good.
Turn 3, Guardian Project, baby. I have so many cheap creatures in my deck. Guardian Project is just gonna keep my hand full. and I'll use my floating green to cast Treefolk Harbinger. That'll trigger Guardian Project, and I will draw a card. When that enters, I will search my library for a Feybearer Elder, which is a Treefolk, and put it on top of my library. It's my turn.
Pretty good. So Ailey's off to a really good start. Has a ton of mana production already, has card draw, hasn't even played her commander. Ailey is way ahead of everybody else by like a pretty wide margin. I will untap, draw my card. Okay. Don't look.
I saw.
Do you know what card it was?
I can't remember already.
Yeah.
It was an arcane signet. Prop's vision's not so good these days.
No, it's not actually.
Deteriorating, yada yada.
Usually when your vision goes though, you can see better farther. All right, well first I'll go to combat, and Prof, you have no blockers, so I'm gonna swing at you with my Psychic Frog.
Why me? Why me?
I already explained why.
I don't want to hear that I'm the one who's open. Josh is always pre-gaming against me. I never do this to him. He always does this to me. It's ridiculous. All right, I block with my Felothar Stone. All right, I take 1 damage. Go to 39.
And on that combat damage, I will draw a card.
Was it worth it?
It's 1 damage. Come on, it's not worth complaining about. Next up, I am going to tap 2, and I'm gonna play an Arcane Signet. And then I'm gonna play a Wooded Foothills. I will immediately crack it. I will find an Overgrown Tomb. I'll have that come in untapped, so I'll take 3 total and go to 37. And then I will tap my last 2 mana here, and I'll cast Kitza, Honorball Elite.
Oh, your favorite.
Baby.
This is a pet card of mine, I really love it. The looting is just very powerful, and the ability to just copy an important spell later, it's really just gravy. All right, go ahead, Prof.
All right, we're gonna untap, upkeep, and draw. I think it is time. We're going to play a Sundown Pass, and then tap all 4. It's time for my commander to come in. It's Shiko and Narset unified.
Together we are the storm.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
If I make it to my next turn, I have lots of choices, but there's always the risk that someone's gonna target my commander. Luckily with Josh at the table, hopefully people will target him first. Are you ready for some double trouble?
Dubstep.
Dubstep trouble.
Oh,
I know what that is.
it doesn't even make sense.
It's a dance.
It is
The
not a
dubstep.
dance.
Dub.
Are those turntables?
That's it, yeah. Dubstep. Everybody do the dubstep.
All right, Prof, please explain what dubstep is.
I don't know what dubstep means. I thought it was a song. It's a dance, apparently. I don't know. I just know I've heard of dubstep. All right, that's it for me. I'm passing the turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, and draw. All right, I'm going to play a Thundering Falls as my land for turn.
Nice.
I'm going to Surveil 1, and I will keep that on top. I'll go ahead and tap my Kiora's Follower to untap my Thundering Falls.
Nice.
And then tap for all 3 colors of mana to cast my commander, Eshki. Teamers, roar!
Our strength cannot be denied.
Roar! Even though I got my commander out, I still feel pretty behind here. But the nice thing is my commander has card draw built into it. So I think as long as I'm able to get back to my turn and just start playing some stuff, I'm gonna be in great shape. That's gonna do it for me. Pass turn to you, Ailey.
Okay, I'll untap, I will draw, and then I'm gonna tap 2 for a Wall of Blossoms. When it enters, I'll draw 1 from the wall, and then 1 from Guardian Project.
Are you jealous, Josh? She's
I
drawn
am.
like 17 cards.
He's outdrawing me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Underground Mortuary. I'll look at my top card. That's definitely staying on top. You're in trouble. My Battlement now taps for 3, so I will tap it and Shadowy Backstreet to cast Feybearer Elder. I'll get another trigger off of Guardian Project, so I will draw the card I'm very excited about on top.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Are things going good over there? I can't tell.
Yeah, I don't know. Casual 10 permanents, just gonna count that one out.
And then when she plays her commander can all attack, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Usually when someone's ramped up to like 9 mana by turn 4, they've used the resources in their hand, they don't have that many cards left. But she's got that Guardian Project, and it is just turbocharging her game.
I think the Guardian Project might have gone bullseye on me a little bit. Just a little. All yours, Josh.
Okay, I will untap, draw my card. All right, I'm gonna go to attacks. Jimmy, I'm gonna swing at you with the Psychic Frog.
Well, I'm not gonna lose my commander to that thing, so I will declare no blocks. Go to 39.
All right, on that combat damage, I will draw. And then I'm going to cast my commander, Teval, the Balance Scale.
We welcome your glorious will!
It's a play on scale. Like dragons have. So my commander's here, and what I mostly want to do is get an attack with it next turn, start ramping. And then later in the game, I'm really going to take advantage of that second ability and make a lot of zombies. So everything right now is going according to plan.
Looks like you're tipping the scales in your favor.
I don't know, it feels like they're still tipped pretty hard in a different, direction, yeah. Okay, and then I will play an opulent palace.
Oldie but a goodie.
Go ahead, sir.
So I am at a crossroads here. I can go after the obvious threat, who's Ailey.
Hi.
I could do something really funny, which Prof loves to do something really funny, which would be to annoy both Jimmy and Josh, but not really advance the game, but it would be hilarious.
Will it annoy Ailey too?
I vote for that one.
Yeah, no, it won't. It would actually probably strengthen her position.
Woohoo.
Or I could dunk on Jimmy.
No. As much as I like that in general.
That would have been what old Professor would have done.
You're turning over a new leaf?
You see, I've changed a little bit. I'm not the same Professor all the way back from Game Nights Episode 5.
Before you declare your attacks, Professor, even though you can kill me right now, I don't think it's in your best interest to kill me right now.
Attack Jimmy and kill him.
Wow.
I now focus on things such as threat assessment and not being the pettiest player at the table. Second pettiest will do. All right, here's what we're doing. We're gonna start by casting my first spell of the turn, a Talisman of Creativity. That's not the big thing. The big thing is my second spell of the turn. We're going to cast Slick Sequence.
Oh.
This deals 2 damage to any target, but since it's my second spell of the turn, I get to copy it. So I'm actually got 4 damage here.
And you're gonna draw 2 cards?
And I'm gonna draw 2 cards.
Pretty sweet.
So I'm gonna have both of them target Ailey's Battlement.
Well, yes, I have no responses, so Overgrown Battlement will die.
Draw 2 cards because of that.
Pretty nice little play from Prof here. He's very proud of himself for correctly threat assessing the board, but I gotta give him props. He did correctly threat assess the board. You really have changed.
I've grown.
You've grown as a person, and I see you, Prof.
It feels good to be seen.
Turns out you can teach an old dog new tricks. Maybe years of doing his own commander show has actually brought him up to speed.
I'm going to play a Meticulous Archive, which will allow me to surveil 1. I'm gonna drop that land into my graveyard.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna move to attacks, and Ailey, I'm afraid you have made yourself the target.
Hi.
So I'm also Josh has a 4/4 flyer. I don't want to lose my commander. I'm attacking you. It's got vigilance.
Yeah, I do not have any reachers at the moment, so I take it. I go to 36.
All right, with that, I am going to pass to Jimmy.
Okie dokie. Let's untap and draw my card for the turn. I'm gonna play my land for the turn. It's a Stomping Ground. I'm gonna stomp that in.
Come on, man.
And take 2 damage for having it come in untapped. So I'll go to 37. And then I'm going to cast a new card from Tarkir Dragonstorm. It's the Herd Heirloom.
Ooh, nice. You can do both if he uses Curious Follower.
That's right.
Right.
Can you give it the second ability twice then and draw 2 cards?
Yeah, it gains that ability.
Oh, I know which one I'd do every time.
Doesn't look like I have any good attacks here, so I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Alrighty.
Weird.
I'm passing with a bunch of mana up here because I have some stuff at instant speed. And one of the best ways to catch up when you're the 4th player in turn order is waiting to take action based on what the board state is.
Very suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Or sus, as the kids say, right, Prof?
Yes, they do say sus. I've heard them. I have.
Yes.
They hella say sus.
Oh, I didn't even know you knew. Okay, yeah.
Someone thought I hadn't seen Zoolander the other day. I'm not that out of touch.
Wow, I'm really with it. I've seen Zoolander.
Yeah.
Okay, draw. Planes for turn, and I've got 7 mana available, so I'm gonna use 5 of it for better kin to all.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah, this guy's sick.
So if Ailey has 10 or more toughness on her board, she gets to draw a card. Not a big deal. If she has 20 or more, she gets to untap her creatures. Still pretty scary, but not that great. If she gets past 40 toughness, we are in trouble.
Immediately start counting because I know she's got 10. I'm pretty sure she's got 20, but does she have 40 toughness already? Okay, so we're at 11, 17, 23.
Yeah.
Not at 40 quite yet.
So just over 20 toughness at the moment. If I'm left alone just a little while longer, I could do the thing. If I can get to 40 and slash their life totals in half, I'll be so happy. Then I have a trigger off of Guardian Project to draw a card. And then with my final 2, I will cast Blight Pile.
That's pretty sweet.
Guardian Project trigger, draw again. With Blight Pile and Baitor out, I can literally just sit back, pay 3, tap, whack all my opponents, and then untap and do it again whenever I want. I need the mana, obviously, but that's a pretty cool, fun plan for future. End step, I have 26 total toughness, so I will untap all of my friends. And I also get to draw a card? Yeah, that's so cool.
Very cool. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, we're all agreed. We know who the threat is, right? Threat, and it's not Josh.
I like Haley. She doesn't go, no, not me. She's like, hi.
Yes,
It's me.
this is how I play Commander. I aim to be the problem.
Yeah.
Your turn.
All right, also on your end step, I'm going to activate Kitsa, and I'm going to draw. Now we'll discard this polluted Delta. And then I will untap for my turn. Okay, so Ailey's got 26 toughness on the board right now, which is pretty far away from 40. I'm just gonna keep setting up and hope that halving our life totals is not gonna happen anytime soon. I'm gonna play my land for turn, which is a Field of the Dead.
Oh, cool.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, real good.
I only have 5 lands, but yeah, eventually it'll be good.
Yeah.
Then I'll go to combat.
Okay, when you go to combat, I'm going to tap for 3 mana and then use my Kyora's follower to untap the heirloom and tap it again. And I'll flash out a High Fate Trickster.
Pretty good.
Just to let you know that I can block.
You can block.
And I would be happy to block. Because I know that Josh has to attack for his commander to trigger, I want to stop him from coming at me as much as possible. I want to let him know that if he does decide to attack me, I'm going to trade this thing away immediately. When I cast that, it's going to trigger my commander. So Eshki is going to get a 1/1 counter. Then, because the High Fate Trickster has 4 power or greater, I'm going to draw a card.
Nice.
Heads up play by Jimmy here. Message received. But the problem is there's no free place to go. Everybody has a block. All right. I can't go at the 5/7.
I'll let you do a damage to me so that you can draw a card if you acknowledge that we are allied against alien.
So you're saying you won't block the Psychic Frog if I attack you with it?
Yeah, so I will take, it's 1 damage, right?
Well, yeah, but I also have to attack with
Don't
my
pump
4/4
it.
commander.
No, that you don't do with me. You don't do the 4/4 at me.
I have
to.
Yeah, I don't really have a choice. I need to attack with my commander to get the attack trigger. I need both the mill to get more things in my graveyard and the ramp from getting the extra land into play. I'm trying to be as upfront as possible.
Well,
I have
you
to
didn't
do this.
even ask Jimmy if he'd take 4 to the face. Just send it into Jimmy. He's not gonna block with it. He doesn't want to trade. If he wanted to trade, he'd have flashed it out as a surprise.
There's a reason.
He didn't even
No,
ask
he
Jimmy if he'll
cast
take
it
4 to the
before
face.
combat so I could see it because he doesn't want to trade it, but he will. I got the exact message. I've known him for a long time. Yeah.
I've known him since Game Nights 5.
Yeah. He's responsible for Jimmy's popularity.
It's true.
I'm terrible at politicking. I suck at making deals. I don't think I'm learning much from these two as they bicker and moan.
Okay, so knowing everything that you know, are you still willing to take the 5 or no?
All right, but I get a chip to be redeemed during this game for 1 reasonable request.
Sure.
5 damage and a card for essentially a freebie.
I get to keep my creature. Josh is forced to attack Professor, make a weird deal. This is honestly the best case scenario.
All right, fine. You convinced me. I'll attack you with both of these things.
It seems very excessive.
On that attack, I will mill 3 cards. It is a Boseiju, a Scalding Tarn, and a Narset's Reversal.
Cool.
And then I will return the Scalding Tarn to the battlefield tapped. That is a card leaving my graveyard, so I will make a 2/2 Zombie Druid.
Cool.
That's cool.
And then, of course, I'll block the frog with Narset. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Man, I wouldn't have put it past you.
No, I don't do that. I'm not you.
Whoa! Okay, go to damage.
Yeah, I take 5.
Okay.
Going to 34.
And on that damage, I will draw a card off the Psychic Frog.
Yep.
See, now I have a play that could really mess you up, but I won't do it because you've been good, you've been nice.
I'm playing the game correctly.
Yeah. It remains to be seen. Okay, with that, I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right, we will untap, upkeep, and draw. Hey, that's sweet. We're going to cast a Kori Steel Cutter. Ooh. And I'm especially interested in the fact that its flurry ability is affected by the second spell each turn, which I'm about to do. Tapping for an Archmage Emeritus.
Nice.
I love this card.
Really good synergy between the Archmage and my commander. My commander copies, the Archmage cares about copying. You ready to go to school? Watch this.
That's the jokes that launched 1,000 game nights.
So, this is the second spell. I get to draw my card off of Narset and Shiko. Lovely. And I'm also gonna create a monk, and then Kori Steelcutter is going to attach to that monk.
Cool.
That's nice.
All right, we're starting to get some boots on the floor. No more empty board for me. I'm actually just going to hold back this turn because I can't attack into anything or
Yeah.
I don't see the benefit in it. So pass.
Okay, I'm going to untap and I will draw my card for the turn. I'll play it. It's a Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth.
Nice.
Everyone's got forests. All right, I'm gonna go to combat. And Josh, I will swing the High Fate Trickster at you.
Okay. No bucks.
For damage, I will tap the Herd Heirloom, and when it deals combat damage, I'll draw a card.
Okay. I will take 4, go to 33.
And then I will draw a card. And because I have flash on everything, I'll pass turn to you, Ailey.
I have this thing about instant speed, and Jimmy having the ability to do whatever he wants on my turn. My turn is my turn, not yours, Jimothy. I'm gonna force the issue, Jimmy.
Oh.
I'm gonna tap my Faber Elder, and I'm gonna Anguish Unmaking your Flash Giver.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
This is a pretty big blow for me because if you look at my board state compared to everyone else's, I've got less permanents, I've got less mana, so taking out my best creature feels pretty bad here. Okay, in response, I will tap for 3 mana, and I am going to flash out a Garruk's Uprising.
Cool. Pretty good.
So when that enters, because I have a creature with power 4 or greater, I will draw a card.
Nice.
Oh, was that it?
It's kind of like a bad Guardian project.
Ha! Maybe I should have killed one of the commanders to my left, but blue scares me.
And then your Anguish Unmaking will resolve.
Cool.
High Fate Trickster gets exiled. Bummer.
And then I will lose 3 life, going to 33.
And yeah, that's it.
My turn?
Yep.
All right, untap, draw. All right, so we're gonna start with Fecund Green Shell. It sounds like I did a swear, but I promise I didn't.
Hey, no swearing.
It's fucking cool.
Wow. You hear this? If that stays in the final cut, that's wild.
Oh boy.
This Fecund card is Fecund great because basically every time a Fecund creature enters the Fecund battlefield, you get to Fecund draw a card pretty much.
Who made up this word? It's wonderful.
So it's kind of like a second Guardian project.
Or Fecund Garden Project. 2 triggers. I'm gonna resolve the green shell first, so look at my top card. Oh, yep, that's coming to my hand.
Uh-oh.
Then I will draw off Guardian Project. Alrighty, you know how I said I like being the problem?
Yeah.
No, don't like it more.
I'll cost Tree of Perdition.
Come on.
Don't worry about its ability, just worry about the fact that it's 13 toughness.
Uh-oh.
I thought I would need like 2 more turns maybe to get to 40, but with this guy, we're there.
Oh gosh, 23, 7, 33, 39, 42, 45.
This happened so much faster than I was expecting.
She's at 40 already? Oh my god.
She's gonna be knocking like 30 to 50 points of life off the table just like that.
Oh, we're dead. We're dead. This is gonna be the fastest episode of Game Nights ever.
Bruce and Silas, Vice Cops. This episode, protect and infect?
All right, Bruce, we got a brand new case. Are you ready to...
Is it bad?
Bruce, you look awful. Is that Phyrexian oil? You need to see a doctor.
That sounds hard. What if it goes away on its own?
No excuses, Bruce. I'm making you an appointment right now on ZOCDOC. ZOCDOC is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment.
Instantly? That's so fast.
ZOCDOC is all about fast. Visits typically happen within a few days of booking, and you can even score same-day appointments.
But how do I make sure the doctor's good? My last one seemed kinda weird. So, what's the matter, Doc?
You seem completely fine to me.
Creepy.
Well, with ZOCDOC, you never have to settle. They have more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty. You can filter however you like and check ratings from verified patients.
Great. Let's look for same day, though, because my arm, it's mostly metal now.
Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZOCDOC.com/command to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZOCDOC.com/command. Again, ZOCDOC.com/command.
Josh, you ready?
Let's do this.
We're back on Whatnot!
A ton of people have been asking us when we're gonna stream on Whatnot again, and it's finally happening. April 24th at 2 p.m. Pacific. Be sure to bookmark it at whatnot.com/invite/command.
We're gonna be doing tons of sweet giveaways, some cool Game Nights merch, and even signed cards. And of course, we'll be there live, hanging out in chat, answering questions with the fans.
Yeah, these Whatnot streams are always a blast. It's really like doing an episode of the podcast, but you get to be part of it and maybe win some free stuff.
And this time, we'll be back to back with the Professor!
He'll be starting right before us at 1 p.m., so you can watch the prof and then jump right over to to us afterward. It's like a double feature.
Wait, that set sucked. It's like Trouble in Pairs.
That art was kind of
Yeah,
plagiarized.
fine. It's a 2-for-1. And the best part is, if you sign up for Whatnot using our link at whatnot.com/invite/command, you'll get $15 for free to use anywhere on the platform. That's a pretty hard deal to pass up.
So come join us on April 24th at 2 p.m. on Whatnot to get in on all the fun. And don't forget to use our link and get those 15 free dollars.
So be there or be square.
Listen well, my mechanical multitudes. It is I, Elishnorn, Mother of Machines, here to declare that the day is nearly at hand where I shall be supreme. Mother's Day! I demand at least one of you give me the gift all mothers crave. RAYCON wireless earbuds. RAYCONs are perfect for the busy mom, whether she's hitting the gym, at work, or invading every plane in the multiverse at once. Their new model is better than ever with 32 hours of battery life and multi-point connectivity. RAYCONs even come with active noise cancellation, which is handy when the wailing of my enemies gets too loud. Plus, best of all, RAYCONs start at just half the price of other premium brands. Now there's no excuse for you not to get me a pair in my favorite color, Cool Mint. So take it from the Mother of Machines. These machines will make your Mother's Day.
Go to buyraycon.com/command to get 20% off site-wide. Right now, Raycon is offering up to 20% off site-wide when you go to buyraycon.com/command. Again, buyraycon.com/command. Aha, Psych Rift. Yeah, this deck feels like a 3.
Updating your decks?
No, I'm just sorting them into commander brackets.
Oh, just use ARCHIDEKT. It's the easiest way to get an estimate of your deck's bracket. Plus, you can click the number and it'll lay out the reasoning. It takes things like tutors, extra turns, and land destruction into account, and game changers are all clearly marked. It even recognizes 2-card combos. See? It's saying your deck is actually a 4. It'll be a 3 if you got Ristic Study.
Huh. Okay, 4 it is.
ARCHIDEKT is the best place to browse, brew, and check your deck's commander brackets. Just go to archidekt.com/command zone to get started.
That's ARCHIDEKT.com/command zone.
Ooh, tree of perdition. The guys are in so much trouble. I thought I would need like 2 more turns maybe to get to 40, but with this guy, we're there.
Oh gosh, 23, 7, 33, 39, 42, 45.
Trigger of Guardian Project, I will draw a card. And I've also got a green shell trigger, so I'll take a look. Oh, it's a land, so I will put Mirren the Moaning Well onto the battlefield tapped.
Nice.
Let's start doing some damage. Jimmy, you have the most life. So
do.
Flappy Dragon your way for 5.
Yep, I can't block. I will take 5 damage and go to 32.
It's about to be half that
I'm
amount.
gonna move to my end step.
All right, before your end step, Ailey's got over 40 toughness, which means Baitor is gonna half our life total, which means I gotta try everything I can to remove the Baitor right now. Don't get your hopes up, gentlemen. I will have to find something, so I'm gonna look at least.
All right.
I will tap Kitsa. I will draw a card. Well, that ain't it. I will put Dread Return into the graveyard.
Oh.
Then I will pay a blue. I'm gonna cast Dream Twist.
Oh.
Targeting myself, so I will mill 3 cards. If I mill a kill spell, I will be able to get that back into my hand, so that's why milling is good here. Is there a removal spell? No.
Wow.
I'm gonna pay a green, and I'm gonna cast Crop Rotation.
We're saved.
Yeah. And I'm going to sacrifice my island, and I will search my library for Cabal Coffers.
But you don't have an Urborg.
What is Josh doing in regards to the Ailey threat here? He's just playing with his deck.
Then I'm going to flash back the Dream Twist. So I will mill myself for 3 more cards.
Man, he's really digging.
That is a card leaving my graveyard, so I'll make another Zombie Druid. So I really spin my wheels here, and I don't find anything. Okay, and then I guess we can go to your end step now.
Hold on, before your end step, and after Josh has done 1,000 things.
None of which saved us.
Okay, I didn't say that.
I tried. I'm
going to activate the Kira's Follower to untap my Stomping Ground, and then I will tap 3 mana and discard a Trumpeting Carnosaur. Ooh. And I'm gonna have it deal 3 damage to your Faeburl Elder.
Oh no.
Is it resolved?
Yep, Faeburl Elder dies. I am still at 42 toughness though.
Okay, I did what I could. At this point, I can't really do anything to take Ailey's toughness below 40. At the very least, we can maybe restrict her on a little bit of that mana and stopping that mana dork.
See, Josh, like that's what doing something looks like.
I was trying to find something like that, but I just didn't.
Just start paying attention and start doing some of that.
Okay. All right, we can go to your end step now.
Oh dear.
Alrighty.
Hold tight.
Hold on to your butts. Felothar, Kin to All will trigger, so I will get to draw a card. I will untap everything, and I will deal damage equal to half your life total. Round it up.
Wow.
Wow.
If you please, gentlemen.
Oh my lord.
This is fun.
I did the thing! Yes! That was like 50 life knocked off the table in one go, and now every single one of us is within striking distance.
Next turn, if Ailey brings out her commander, all of her defenders are going to become attackers, and we don't have a lot of life to spare.
Causing problems on purpose.
I didn't realize we were playing Archenemy.
Oh boy.
Okay, untapping for potentially the last time this game. Crazy. Draw for turn. I ain't gonna do anything. Before, I was trying to figure out how to kill the Baitor, but even if I do that, Ailey can just play her commander and attack with her big stuff, and I could just be dead.
I think the only way we get out of this is some kind of board wipe.
All right, well, I will play, predictably, Urborg as my land for turn.
Yay.
Woohoo!
And now all of our lands are swamps and forests.
Thanks for the bayou.
And that is my 7th unique land, so it will trigger Field of the Dead, and I will make a 2/2 zombie.
Hooray.
I don't know if it's hooray. It doesn't feel like
It's not gonna save us.
All right, I'm gonna crack this Scalding Tarn. I will go find Breeding Pool. It'll come in untapped.
Ouch.
I'll take 3 and go to 13. When that enters, I will get another zombie from Field of the Dead.
It's very apt actually, because I do feel very dead soon.
Yeah. All right, and then I am going to play Dig Through Time.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna delve and exile 6 cards from my graveyard, so it only costs 2 blue. So I'll look at the top 7.
Oh boy, he be digging. Personally, I'm hoping it's his grave, but I'm pretty sure he's packed a couple board wipes in there, so please don't find anything. That'd be nice.
I would say there's roughly, just based on size,
It's like a 1 in 10 chance maybe?
ish, yeah.
Yeah. I like 10%. 10%, 9%,
No,
8%,
no,
7%,
no.
6%, 3%, 2%, 1%,
It's really bad.
0%.
Yeah.
Okay, no board wipes.
Where's the Josh Lee Kwai I know and love? Where is Mr. Value Engine?
At this point, I'm a little frustrated, I'm not gonna lie, because I have looked at a lot of cards. I've churned and churned and churned, and I just have not found any removal that's gonna be effective against Ailey. I guess I will keep these 2, and the remaining 5 will go on the bottom of my library. And I did delve 6 cards to cast that, so I will make a zombie druid. Then I'm gonna go to combat, and
Do you need to draw another card, Josh? At this point, I don't care. Like, I'll let it through to draw a card.
oh, I'm gonna
Maybe
attack
it'll
her.
be
I'm gonna
Toxic
attack- I'm gonna
Deluge.
attack her.
Yeah.
If she blocks with the dragon, I will kill it. I have to discard my hand, but I think that's probably worth it.
Yeah.
Alias,
Hi.
Psychic Frog, and my commander coming at you. On that attack, my commander will trigger. I'm gonna mill 3 cards.
Yep.
And then I will return this island to the battlefield tapped. That will make a zombie druid and a regular zombie because of Field of the Dead.
So many zombies.
And then before blocks, I am going to activate Psychic Frog's last ability. Exile 3 cards from my graveyard to give it flying. And that is a card leaving my graveyard once again, so I'll make 1 more zombie druid. So there's a 1/2 in the air and a 4/4 in the air coming at you, Ailey.
I ain't touching those.
No blocks?
Nope.
All right, in that case, I will not discard anything and you will just take 5, Ailey.
Okay, I go to 28.
All right, Psychic Frog will trigger. I will draw a card.
It's a Toxic Deluge. I had a 1 in 70 chance of being right.
Math.
You sure did.
I figure if I can't stop what Ailey's doing and I've looked for the answers and haven't found them, I should just run my game plan to the best of my ability, and maybe if I get back to my turn, I can make something happen. All right, second main, I am going to activate Cabal Coffers. That gives me 8 black mana. Then flash back Dread Return from my graveyard, and I will pay that cost by sacrificing my 3 regular zombies. All right, so I'm gonna maintain priority with that on the stack. Kitsa is now a 3/5 because of casting Dread Return.
Ah.
And I'm gonna use 2 of my 8 floating black mana to activate the Otter's second ability, copying the Dread Return.
Oh.
Nice.
So I will return Wilhelt the Rock Cleaver and Ledger Shredder.
Strike us down and we shall rise back up.
Yeah.
Okay, so that could have been a lot worse. These creatures aren't super scary. It is another flying blocker, also more card draw. But overall, that wasn't all that terrifying.
So that was actually 3 instances of cards leaving my graveyard. So I'll make 3 zombie druids. I sacked 3, I got the 3 back.
Nice.
I will add a blue to my 6 black floating, and I'll cast Baleful Strix.
Hey, a blocker.
And I'll draw. And I have 5 black floating, which I can't really use.
Music to my ears.
Move to my end step and
No
my 5
way!
black will just.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Sorry to get your hopes up.
Wow.
Oh man, Josh could not find the answer. And now it's up to me and Prof to figure it out? Oh boy, I'm not liking my chances on this one.
And then because I have 8 cards in my hand, I will discard this Undergrowth Stadium to my Psychic Frog. So it gets a 1/1 counter and is now a 2/3. Go ahead, Prof.
I've got something.
Okay.
If you want a job done right, you gotta do it yourself. They underestimated me. Well, underestimate this. I'm gonna start by playing my first spell of the turn. It's a Leonin Light Scribe.
Well, that is bad.
All right, so here's my second spell, and it does target. So this should be really interesting to have this copied because it costs a whopping double blue there, and then 4 more mana.
It's a 6-mana spell?
It's a 6-mana spell. Eleminster's Simulacrum.
Whoa.
For each opponent, you create a token that's a copy of up to 1 target creature that player controls.
Whoa!
And then that's gonna copy.
Holy moly, this is busted.
He's gonna get to copy 2 creatures off each of our boards. More importantly, he's gonna get to copy 2 creatures off Ailey's board.
Oh, I think this is the point where I just sink under the table and look inconspicuous.
All right, we are going to take these kids to school. And Josh, who's older than me. I am going to target Ledger Shredder, Baitor,
Not good, friends, not good.
and Eshki. And because that's my second spell of the turn, I get to copy Elminster's Simulacrum
Oh
to do
my
it all
goodness.
again, baby! So on the second round, I'm gonna grab Josh's Commander. I'm gonna grab that fecund green shell. And because it's a merfolk, I'll grab Jimmy's Kiora's Follower.
Prof getting his own Baitor is so good right now.
Is Prof gonna have over 40 toughness, and will my life total get halved again in this game?
But before I get my creatures, I've got some triggers to resolve first. All right, so I have to be really careful how I stack my triggers here. I want to get the most amount of pump on the most amount of creatures because at the end of the day, I'm doing damage via combat, so I have to really watch my moves. I'll get a monk from the Corey Steelcutter, which will also attach to said monk. I'm gonna draw a card from the Archmage Emeritus, and then all of the creatures that I have right now are gonna get +1/+1 from the Leonin Light Scribe. And now the copy of Elminster's Simulacrum will resolve. So now Teval, Kiora's Follower, and the Green Shell are on my battlefield. And then I have a green shell trigger because it triggers itself.
So Prof is copying things, and creatures are coming into play.
I will get another draw off of the Archmage.
Prof and Josh are spending too much time together.
All my current creatures get +1/+1.
They're starting to play the same kind of decks.
The original Elminster's Simulacrum will resolve.
I don't like it.
2 more green shell triggers.
This is no bueno.
What is your total toughness right now?
If my math is correct, I believe this is 48 toughness.
He's gonna Baitor us again.
Oh yeah.
I would like to think of it as I'm Baitoring Ailey and you're both just splash damage.
Oh man, I am beyond screwed now because before I was hoping for a board wipe, and then every other player just went, nah, I'm just gonna make my board bigger than Ailey's.
I think this game isn't quite over yet.
Okay, well after all that, you cast your second spell, so I will Ledger Shredder. And I'll discard this Deadly Brew. That is a non-land, so the Ledger Shredder gets a 1/1 counter.
All right, well, I am gonna move to attacks, and Jimmy, I'm sorry, I still can't really hit Ailey, and I can't
don't
really hit
kill
Josh.
me.
Well, I don't know.
Because I might be able to help.
Let's find out. I swing at Jimmy.
With everything? Prof, you're attacking me?
I'm not swinging at you with everything. These can't attack
Wait,
this
I don't know
turn.
if you want to kill him.
You definitely don't want to kill me.
I don't know that that kills him. I didn't do the math. I'm just swinging everything at him and seeing what happens.
Jimmy's done next to nothing this game, and Prof is swinging everything. I mean, it's a typical Prof move, if I'm honest.
So it's 7, 11, plus 6 is 17. I haven't even taken my 6th turn yet, and now I'm being attacked for lethal.
It's episode 5, Prof. He's back. Episode 5, Prof is back. Attack Jimmy with everything.
Why are you doing this to me? At least swing your commander.
What? Where? Tell me the better. Tell me the better strategic play. I will follow it if it makes sense.
No, it's
you
fine.
tell me the better strategic play. I want your honest opinion. Would you seriously just hold back against Jimmy because he's weak and flailing here? You know in your heart of hearts that if you were seated at this table with this board state, you would attack Jimmy. Not out of malice, but out of logic. It is a logical move. And it's pretty funny.
I will put my commander in front of the monk without equipment on it.
All right.
So I'm gonna take 14 damage. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, Jimmy.
That's okay. It's fine. It's no big deal. I'm kind of dead now.
It's not vindictive.
Now I'm at 2. If my game wasn't over before, it 100% is now.
So then we're gonna go to the end step, and my Baitor is going to trigger.
Oh my lord.
You are losing half your life, rounded up.
I can't believe this is happening to us twice in the game. And by us, I mean Jimmy and me, not you, because you did it to us the first time.
And I also get to draw a card. Nice. And untap all my creatures. You know, I think I might just be the threat. If not, it's pretty closely tied between Ailey and myself. Josh has still got a lot of presence. Jimmy, better luck next time, Jimmy. Wow us, Jimmy. Let's see it. Pass to you.
Okay.
That was a hell of a turn, dude.
I'll untap and I'll draw. All right, I'll tap 3 mana and I'll cast a Teamer Battle Crier. So that's gonna trigger my Garruk's Uprising because that has power 4 or greater. I'll draw a card. Okay, so I drew a pretty interesting card here, and it's really the only play I have. Because if Prof is gonna come at me that hard, I'm gonna just try and destroy his board state as much as possible. I will tap for 4 mana because of the mana reduction on Teamer Battle Crier, and I will cast a Chandra's Ignition, targeting my Teamer Battle Crier to do 4 damage to each other creature and each opponent.
That just makes Ailey win.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hate this play. It's not gonna make Jimmy win, it's just gonna make Alias win because it's just gonna get rid of Prof and my board.
Sure, I'd lose my Blight Pile and the other little guys, but that's fine. If we can clear all those zombies off of Josh's board, that clears the way for my big trees.
You're gonna just Queen Maker?
Yep.
All because I did that to you?
Yeah.
Specifically because of that?
Yep.
So you're episode 5, Prof.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, here comes the pettiness. Sure. Great, real mature, Jimmy. Real mature.
There are Ledger Shredder triggers on that cast.
Yes.
I was holding a removal spell hoping to live through Alias's turn, and now, in order to even have still a chance in this game, I gotta stop this play. With everything on the stack, including the Chandra's Ignition, this is not the way or the time I was hoping to use it, but I don't really have a choice. I am going to cast Deadly Rollick.
Yes!
Targeting Teamer Battle Crier.
Oh, free spells. I didn't know those were invited to the party today, so feels a little bad. All right, Teamer Battle Crier gets exiled.
All right, so with the creature gone, the Chandra's Ignition has nothing to target, so that spell fizzles, so no board wipe happens and no direct damage to the rest of us.
Yeah, let's go, Josh!
I would have really liked that board wipe. Not gonna lie.
Okay, and with Ledger Shredder triggers still on the stack, I'm gonna pay a green and I'm gonna cast Noxious Revival, targeting my Deadly Rollick. That is my second spell for the turn, so I will Ledger Shredder.
And I will also Ledger Shredder.
I will discard this Kishla Skimmer, and my Ledger Shredder will go up to a 3/5.
I will discard this Talisman of Conviction.
Then Noxious Revival will resolve. Deadly Rollick goes on top of my library. That is a card, once again, leaving my graveyard, so I'll make another Zombie Druid. And then the original Ledger Shredder triggers will resolve.
Oh, gross.
Okay, so I redraw the removal spell, and I think I have to use it right now while Ailey is tapped out, just in case she's got protection in her hand.
I also draw a card, and then I'm going to discard an island.
Since you're tapped out, Ailey, I am going to cast Deadly Rollick, targeting the Baitor.
But Baitor over there.
Yeah, that one's after my turn. I get another turn. If you kill me with it, then I don't
What if I
get
don't kill you and I deal with him instead?
Are you saying...
Josh, we're on the same side. We have already established this. I'm just saying, before you go on, I'm gonna let you finish, but we're on the same side.
Reasonable.
Are you saying that...
Beyonce!
Are you saying that if I target his, you will not kill me on your turn? Like, I'll get another turn?
Yeah, I just want to kill Prof. That's all I want in life.
You want to use your chip?
Wait. I have a chip. I have a reasonable chip to cash in. Kill her, Baitor. I used my chip.
I would take that deal otherwise.
Yeah.
That guarantees me one more turn. At least it gives me a chance.
Yeah.
It was a good offer, and I would normally take it, but...
Fine.
Yep. I will exile your Baitor.
There is nothing else for me to do, so I will pass turn to you, Ailey.
Oh.
Good luck.
So, dragon down. I could get my commander out and start swinging. That doesn't seem very good considering the board state next to me. I guess I'm just gonna start digging. So, let's get a bunch of cheap creatures out and draw some cards. Well,
You got a plan?
I hope I have a plan. Let's see. I have the beginnings of a plan.
Okay, all right.
I like that.
There's gonna be some card draw in the middle of the plan?
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
Perimeter Captain is my first part of the plan. So I've got 2 triggers. I'm going to resolve the green shell first. Let's see if it's a land. It is not, so it'll come into my hand. And then Guardian Project, I will draw. Secondly, I'm going to cast Stalwart Shield Bearers.
Ooh.
This gives all my buddies an extra +2 to the booty.
Now you have enough defenders to kill me now? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so Ailey now has 6 defenders, which means the Blight Pile can activate for 6 life, and she has enough mana to activate it. Maybe I chose the wrong target. On that cast, there's Ledger Shredder triggers. I will draw.
I will also draw.
I'm beginning to suspect it doesn't matter. I shouldn't think too hard about this. I will discard this Urza's Saga.
I'm just discarding this Cerulean Wisps and getting another +1/+1 counter.
Again, Guardian Project and Green Shell trigger. I'll do Green Shell first. So here's my plan. Keep Jimmy alive, because he can't kill me. Kill Josh, deal with Prof afterwards. Jimmy. For your attempt at queen making.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 15 life.
What?
Okay, so I get Tree of Perdition up to 13?
15, because it's 15 currently because of the...
Oh! And then that becomes a 0/3?
Yeah.
Yeah! All right, I'm at 15. Well, you know, respect to Ailey for understanding that I can actually be an asset to her should I survive, because the only person I'm going after right now is the professor.
This isn't really about giving Jimmy the life. It's more about taking his life total to give to Prof, and then hopefully killing both of them if I get another turn.
If you have to force Prof to come at me for some degree, that's actually, that makes sense.
We could team up against Ailey.
I don't know, Prof. I don't think I can stomach a team up with you at this point.
Wowza.
So bitter.
I'm paying 3 and I'm tapping Blight Pile to whack you all for 6.
Ooh.
But I'm only at 6.
That's fine by me.
I'll go to 9.
I'll go to 11.
I will go to...
Dead?
And then I die to a pile of blight. Can you make like black gunk like follow me?
Passing?
Yes, passing.
All right.
I have a chance of surviving against Prof. I've got blockers, I've got a piece of removal in hand, I have way to gain life. I should be fine.
You're gonna draw. Oh, that's, wow, look at that. Wow, that's so cool. All right. It is. I think I can win here, but it depends on nothing getting disrupted. I need to start by seeing what's in Ailey's hand. All right, so the first thing before I do any of this stuff is I need to know what you're holding. So I'm gonna actually pay 2 life for a Gitaxian Probe.
Ooh.
I'm gonna draw off of the Git Probe, and then let me see your hand.
Well, here you go, sir.
Alrighty. So I look at her hand, and in it she has a Swords to Plowshares.
He knows about it, which kind of sucks, but I don't think it changes all that much about the combat.
Okay, interesting. I definitely know that I'm losing at least 1 creature, and then I'm also gonna get to draw off of my Archmage Emeritus. Light Scribe is gonna trigger, so all of my creatures are now +1/+1. Except the prowess creatures, which are +2/+2.
Wow.
Okay, even with that creature removal, I think I can punch through and take her and Jimmy out. The only problem is she's got blockers, but that isn't a problem because I have a plan. And now we're gonna move right along.
He's feeling confident.
Oh, I'm feeling very confident. So this will be my second spell that gets copied. Red and 2, it's time for Sundering Eruption.
Whoa! Oh boy, there's a lot of text on this, but creatures without flying can't block this turn.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Ha, okay. You know that whole plan about I've got blockers, I've got life gain, I've got reach, I have removal? Well, out the window.
Let's go ahead and destroy the Undergrowth Stadium. And my Leonin Light Scribe triggers not once, but twice.
Wow.
All your stuff is +3/+3 now?
Yes. Would you like to remove my Baitor with that removal you're holding
You mean
up?
my Baitor, which
No,
you're
this is
borrowing?
no, I made this. I made this.
Yeah, yours is,
No, I'm not.
exile right
I'm
there.
not giving you any more life.
Since you can't block with anything, I'm gonna swing out and kill you both.
Oh my goodness. Well, I die.
We die.
And then Ailey and I die to just a lot of stuff.
It's a knockout.
Good game, Professor.
Good game, good game, good game.
And then I swing in for the kill against not 1, but 2 of my opponents. I won on game nights, baby. Doing the dubstep.
Prof did a real good job. that game. I can't be mad.
I'm actually glad that there wasn't as much taking of deals on my side. I got to really see what I could do on my own.
There are so many awesome new cards in the set, and they made a huge difference in this game too.
The first Tarkir sets were before my time as a Magic player, so I'm really excited to go back to this plane that so many players absolutely love.
When Cons of Tarkir first came out, that was when Josh and I really got back into Magic.
Command Zone's roots stem all the way back to that set when I met the professor, when Jimmy and I first launched the podcast and really started to make content about it. It's not really about the cards. It really is just about hanging out with your friends, making jokes, sharing laughs.
At the end of the day, Commander is a game that you play with friends, and win or lose, you stay friends after the game. That's not the case here. I'll never be speaking to these people again, but in most situations, you'll get to shuffle up and play another game.
All right, congratulations to the professor. I think...
No, I'm not congratulating him.
Has Prof won 2 of the last 3 episodes of Game Nights that he's been on?
I don't know how he keeps doing it.
Yeah,
Prof.
He better be careful. If he keeps up this pace, then he's going to lose his well-earned reputation as not a good Magic player.
He had some incredible plays there. That Elements or Simulacrum, I've never seen.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's the best that's ever been played in the history of Magic. Is what happened there.
Let me ask you, how many games of Commander have you ever won, Jimmy, where you got your life total halved twice?
Well, usually I'm the one doing it, but in this case, it was, twice. I don't think I ever have won one of those games.
Yeah, it didn't feel good.
You and me both,
it
buddy.
didn't feel good.
Yikes.
Yeah. Talk about yikes. I can't believe I killed the Baitor instead of the Blight Pile. I was watching this
That Blight
game.
Pile was looking at you the whole game.
I was watching this
too.
game at the end and I was like, what was I thinking? Of course you kill the Blight Pile, because the having of the life total another time can't kill you.
Yeah, it can't kill you. It can never kill you, technically.
Yeah, exactly. So, that was a bit of a mistake on my part, I will admit. But still a fun game, and Ali and Prof, always great to hang out with and play with. Ali played really good that game, was so scary for, most of it.
Yeah, I guess her and Prof also have like a long-standing turmoil between them where Prof keeps beating her.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I've literally only seen Prof win 2 games of Commander, and they've both been on our show.
That might have been the only time I've ever seen him win a game of Magic. Yeah, sorry, Prof.
All right, well, if you want to support our content and our sponsors, go to cardkingdom.com/command. You can find all the cool cards from Tarkir, Dragonstorm. If you want to build any of these awesome decks, I thought all 4 of these decks looked really fun to play.
Eshki seems to be really popular right now, too.
Eshki is, very, very cool. And there's a lot of really cool commanders. This was one of the harder sets for me to even choose which commander I was going to play, because there was multiples I wanted to build, so it was hard to narrow it down. So if you want to get your hands on any of those cards, upgrade any of your old decks, cardkingdom.com/command. You'll be getting the cards you want. You'll be supporting the content that you enjoy. And Card Kingdom has top-tier service. They get your cards in the mail super fast. It all comes in one convenient package, and they are amazing about professionally packing it so there's no damage or anything like that. And if there is a problem, they have a great customer service department, and they always fix it. So you can't speak more highly of a company than we literally use them all the time for our own stuff and for our content.
Yeah, and of course, if you want to accessorize your Magic product, ultrapro.com/command is the place to go. There's a lot of really great merch, and not only that, they also have the sleeves, deck box, dice, playmats, and everything else to make your Magic setup look really amazing. And in this case, themed around dragons.
Yeah, lots of
Josh
dragons.
is wearing a really cool Dragonstorm t-shirt that's got the Magic, sort of the Planeswalker symbol with dragons on top. I was wearing an Eshki shirt in the set review. Every single set, Ultra Pro's always got the official Magic license to do all of that sort of stuff. So ultrapro.com/command, they have tons of deals going on all the time. That's their newsletter. This is the only newsletter I don't hit unsubscribe on, because sometimes you look at it and you're like, wait, no way.
There's crazy deals sometimes,
Yeah, and then of course the Apex sleeves that are coming out now with every single set. It's the best printed sleeves in the business. They've got the Mana 8 line that we've signed so much on at MagicCons and stuff. There's gonna be something for you. Make sure you check it out, ultrapro.com/command. And giveaway time.
Oh, right.
Ultra Pro sends us amazing product around the sets every single time, and we get to give away to our lucky viewers.
Well, and this time you also get because we always have the players sign the playmats at the end of every game, so you get a playmat signed by Ali and the Prof.
Yeah,
and Jimmy and me too.
Yeah. But those others too that's pretty awesome. So yeah, if you want to win all of this swag, there are 3 simple ways to enter, and you can enter all 3 ways for 3 entries. The first is on X/Twitter. All you have to do is post a message, a post, a tweet. I don't even know what we're calling it anymore. That
we
links,
still call it a tweet.
Yeah, it's a tweet. That links to this episode of the show. And of course, all you have to do is use the hashtag Game Nights, that's Nights with a K, in the post. So a link to the show and the hashtag Game Nights, and you can say whatever you want about it. And then of course, if you are on Facebook, find our Facebook page, find the post that is sharing this episode of Game Nights, and just in the comments, tag someone that you think is either a Dragon fan, might want to watch this episode, or of course, just a friend of yours that also plays Magic, and you can make a comment there. And then finally, on Instagram, All you have to do is post anything with the hashtag Game Nights, and you have 1 week from the release of this episode to do so, after which we will pick the winners. We will send out a message notifying them, and then at that point, your entries, well, they won't be an entry anymore. They'll just be you supporting us.
Yeah, which is still fine. You can still post about the
Please
episode
do.
if it's been after a week, but unfortunately, after we pick the winners, you won't be able to enter to win any longer. Before we go, I just wanted to talk about one other thing. On April 24th, we are going to be making our long-awaited return to Whatnot.
What?
Yeah, if you were around last year, we did a series of streams on Whatnot, and we
So much fun.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. We don't do live streams very often, and what we do is have some kind of show. So it's a lot like doing an episode of our podcast, except we have the audience there in chat, like interacting with us.
Yeah, we can answer questions, and also we're selling some really cool stuff.
Yeah, so we're selling stuff. We've got tons of giveaways. We have stuff that we've never made available before that you'll be able to pick up on Whatnot. But also, the Whatnot platform's really cool. There's like polls and trivias and all kinds of stuff. So we get to interact with the chat a lot during the episode of the podcast, and we usually set it up in such a way that we're, asking questions or polling the audience to help us decide things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but last time I had a ton of fun doing it. Again, it's something we don't get to do all the time. So on April 24th, we are going to be making that return at 2 p.m. And the cool thing is the Prof is actually streaming that same day at 1 p.m. So if you show up early, you can tune into the Prof and then just jump on over to our stream afterwards and make a full day of hanging out with the Prof and with us.
And of course, these are just kind of special because we just do fun stuff that we normally don't do on podcasts and don't have the ability to because we have a live audience.
Yeah, we'll still be talking about Commander and Magic and probably have cool topics. When we last time we did a debate tournament and we did some other stuff. So we haven't decided on the format yet, but I'm sure we'll come up with something cool.
Yeah, and make sure you use our invite link as well. If you're not signed up for the platform, you can get some free money to use on the website, which is a really sweet deal. All that stuff's in the show notes.
Yep, use the QR code or link in the show notes.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching Game Nights.
We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Let me just do this, and then you can fix it in post. So that's 46 toughness. So that's 47 toughness. So that's 48 toughness. So that's 49 toughness. So that's 50 toughness. And that is what relevancy looks like.
Oh, God.
Yeah.